Hi, welcome to Sexy is Timeless Talk. Today we are going to have a great show, and we are talking to Angelina from Blueprint DIY, a conscious fashion designer sharing how to recycle your own clothes. So excited. I am Luisa Diaz, author and founder of Luisa Diaz Foundation, which is a celebration of kindness. Now, let me introduce to you my fabulous friends and co-hosts.
Hi, everybody. I'm Samantha Basuto Drucker. I'm your lifestyle genie and co-host of Love and Design Project, and I am coming to you live from Hollywood Beach, Florida.
Hi, I'm Delana Dixon, editor-in-chief of divagalsdaily.com. I'm a huge fan of Angelina's, and I am coming to you from Grovetown, Georgia.
Hi, Angelina.
Hi, Luis. I'm so glad to be on the show. Thank you guys so much for inviting me. I'm Angelina from the YouTube channel Blueprint DIY, where we remake our clothes to be just as unique as us. And I'm coming to you from Houston, Texas.
Yes, thank you. And I'm coming to you, of course, from New York. Okay. How are you ladies doing? Everybody looking fabulous?
Doing well.
So I am so fascinated with you, Angelina, and the great work that you are doing. So, but you know, I am the type of person that do not know how to sew at all. So can you please explain to us what is upcycling and refashioning and the difference between, and why so many people now it's becoming so popular right now?
Upcycling is, I guess there's two different forms. So the first form would be refashion. And when you're refashioning, it's a very environmentally friendly way of taking the clothes that are in your closet and reusing them. And sometimes it doesn't even involve sewing. It could just be restyling it in a new way. So for instance, taking a skirt, pulling it up and making it into a dress, something like that. That would be considered refashion. And then upcycling is when you completely transform a garment to something else. And so it could be another type of clothing, or it can be completely different, like couch or something like that. So that's two different forms of just being sustainable, making sure that we are being kind to the environment and reusing our clothes and other clothes as much as possible. And
I love it.
Thank you. I really think it's become popular because so many people at this time, they're at home and they've been wanting to do these projects for so long. Number one is that I don't really think that many women are completely satisfied with retail. And for me, it was my long arms and long legs. And everybody has at least one issue with retail. Maybe the fit of it, maybe they can't find things that exactly suit their style in that size. So I think that not everybody is 100% satisfied, and they're realizing that they don't have to put up with it. They don't have to deal with it. They can take that power back into their own hands and create fashion, create a wardrobe that is all their own. And I think it's just exploding for that reason.
This is amazing, Angelina. So I think I have been doing a lot of refashioning, but no upcycling. Because a refashion is just, doing the little pieces like wearing a scarf as a blouse, done that many times. And our friend here, Samantha, she does it all the time. But before, I wanted to start with and ask you, where does passion come from and how did you start this business?
I didn't grow up refashioning and upcycling. I actually grew up, I learned how to sew from my mom at a very young age. And I had a style that was all my own, but back then I was too timid to wear my own personal style in the face of ridicule by others, in the face of just not being accepted by my peers. And so I fell into fast fashion. I fell into just blending in and looking like everyone else because I didn't want that type of attention. And so it took me all the way until I became a mom. I started watching the girls on YouTube who were doing the thrifting, and they would just do little refashions, and they wouldn't show up the people how to do them, but they would, just show the before and after. And I just thought it was so amazing. And I'm like, I can do that. And I really, really wanted my own daughter to not be afraid to be herself. I wanted to show her by example that it's okay to stand out. It's okay not to wear what is completely popular or trendy if it's not your personal style. And so that really, really pushed me to just start my channel. I wanted everyone to know that there are even the smallest things. There are things that you can do to take that control back to your own wardrobe, to be completely you and not have to worry about what the rest of the world is doing.
That's right. And that is embracing individuality. And I speak about that in my book.
Exactly.
And, right. So also, well, congratulations for doing that, because now you have your own line, right?
Yes.
And it's coming up very soon. So congratulations for following the passion.
Thank you so much.
And which line is coming up?
Yes, it's called Blueprint Signature, and it launches October 23rd. That's a special date for me. That was me and my husband's anniversary. So it's just a really, really special date. I'm so excited for it. The pieces are already designed. They're being made now. They're in production. I'm so excited. Everything behind the scenes is just crazy, insane, but it's been something that I wanted to do from the beginning. And I just felt like I wanted to first just give back to the community and then start the line. And so I think that it's the perfect time to be doing it.
And what do we expect to see? What do we expect to see in your line?
In the line, you can expect to see the pieces from my channel that were designed by me. So on the channel, I do a lot of different types of upcycles, but the ones that are the most special for me are the ones that I actually designed. And so you'll be able to see all of those pieces on the Blueprint Signature website. And so I'm just super excited to get my own designs out there and into the world, and just see where it goes.
Wow, congratulations. And not only you doing your business and following your passion, but also you are a mom with 3 amazing kids. How do you do it all?
I was telling my daughter the other day that I really, this is important to me, and I want people to know this, that we look at women and we think that they're doing it all. And I think it's important for people to know that I'm doing some things well, but some things have to be sacrificed. So me and my daughter were talking the other day about how, shortly after my husband passed away, we were doing a lot of fast food and stuff like that. And that's what was being sacrificed. And so, after a while of that, we were just like, no, we can't do this anymore. That's, we have to do better. And so we started, I started to have to really push aside other things to make the time to cook and different things like that. And so I really want people to understand that no woman is perfect. I know so many women look like they have it all together, and that we put
trying to figure it out.
Exactly. So it's one of those things where you do your very best in the areas that are most important to you, and you forgive yourself and you give yourself leniency in the things that are not that important.
I totally agree with you, darling. And also you mentioned that you just mentioned your husband passed away.
Yes, my husband passed away 3 years ago from meningitis. It was a complete surprise. And it took us a while. And it's not like we're still not, going through different things, but I am so grateful for my kids. I'm so grateful for my YouTube channel. And a lot of people on the YouTube channel, they comment on how inspiring I am, but having the YouTube channel, having something to push for, to fight for, is just so, yes, it's so amazing for my health, for my healing, for my future, to have something to hope for, to push for. So I'm incredibly grateful to have it.
Oh, and you are a single mom, a businesswoman, following her dream, her passion, and raising 3 kids. You go, girl.
Thank you.
Delena, I know you have a great questions for Angelina.
Well, I've already bothered Angelina a million times via email and texting, and I've had the opportunity to meet her when she came to New York City. And we went to a thrift store. So Angelina, can you just give us some secrets to when you're in the thrift store, what you should be looking for?
Yes, I definitely can give some thrift secrets. I love to thrift, and I do it quite often. And I've gotten to the point where I don't even go to the thrift store looking for clothes anymore. I go to the thrift store looking for pieces to transform, to upcycle. And so when I go to the thrift store, what I'm looking for is good fabrics. And so, which is why I'm always combing through the jeans, because denim is just one of those timeless materials that will last you a really, really long time. Men's dress shirts is another material that is just, it's cotton, it's breathable, it's something that's going to last you. And anything, you know, else that you look at those patterns, you feel those materials, things that are going to last you. I really, really love those materials, as well as I just look at the colors and the textures. And so I'm not even looking at the actual garment. I'm just really looking for potential. Anything with potential, that's what I'm looking for.
Lovely, lovely.
Love it. And I know Delena, oh my God, Delena, she followed you and she transformed, always showing in the show, this transformation that she does all the time. So what about you, Delena? What are your tips? Your secret?
Well, first of all, you know, I had to do something. So this morning, late last night and this morning, I transformed this. A friend gave it to me. And I just, you know, took off the top and put some elastic, tightened the elastic, and now I have a cute top. I would say, and a lot of this I learned from Angelina. Number one, an iron is your friend. Even if you're using fabric glue or sewing, use an iron to just, you know, smooth out those edges like I did here. That would be one tip. Another tip is you can get hemming tape or like bonding hemming tape if you can't sew. And then you can actually like glue down a piece like I did here. And the most important tip is whatever amount of time you think you're gonna take, like this will take an hour, give yourself double the time, because you're gonna run into, you know, fabric is not straight. And I had to rip these out quite a few times to get them right. So
there is hope, Angelina, there is hope for me, someone who do not know how to sew at all.
Yes, hemming tape is my friend. And I love to sew, but in a jam, safety pins, hemming tape, different things like that.
Glue.
Yes, yes.
Fabric glue.
Yes. I love fashion tape.
I know. What about you, Samantha? I know you have some questions.
Yes, I mean, you're like amazing. You have nearly 200,000 followers on your YouTube channel, which is amazing. Would you be willing to share your secrets with all of us so that the three of us can boost Sexy is Timeless and all of our other projects?
I think that the secret is the biggest secret for me that I didn't learn until a little bit later is consistency. As long as you stay consistent, those things will come to you. It seems like it moves slow, and it always moves so slow at the beginning. But I think the number one thing is consistency, letting everybody know and giving them a peace of mind that you're going to be there when you say you're going to be there. They have that content. You may not think they are, but they're looking forward to it. They're planning their day around it. That's their bright spot in the day. And so if people can depend on you, then you'll definitely get more followers, and they'll tell other people about it too. And then the other thing is just, to be uniquely you. I get suggestions from people all the time. Well, maybe you should do this type of video. Maybe you should do this type of video. Everybody else is doing this type of video. And I've tried it, and it just doesn't work for me. And so
gotta be you.
Exactly.
Gotta be
and
you.
Only one Angelina.
Yes. I'm a huge fan of restyling, by the way, like this scarf. This is a signature look. A girlfriend of mine, Victoria Lynn Tricentella, gave me this scarf. She has a company called Art to Scarf. She makes paintings and then makes them into scarves. Thank you, honey. I love the scarf. Thank you, Victoria. So this is a signature look for me. This is about my favorite restyling tip. But I have this blouse here from my mom. This is from 1979, and I love it. It's like one of these peasant blouses, off the shoulder, flowy. And I think I'd like to dye it to repop the color, but I don't know what, it's way too wide for me. And I just feel like I just don't know what to do. What do I do, Angelina?
I think we hit on it. I think the quick tip would be to turn it inside out. And I always do this on my channel. I have it on. Make sure you have it on. Turn it inside out. Take some pins and pinch it right on the sides at the bottom underneath your arms where you want to take it in. And then just add a little fabric glue down along the sides, and then let that dry. Turn it right side out, try it on again, make sure that you're happy with it, and then you can cut the excess. But that's, or even because you're using fabric glue, you don't even have to cut the excess. But that's one tip for those who do not sew. That hem tape, sometimes safety pins in a pinch, and then fabric glue are your best friends.
I love that. Thank you so much.
And Angelina, as you know, I do not know how to cut and how to sew, and I'm afraid cutting this shirt, but I wanted to make a different style. What should I do with this? And I love color. I love anything. I like turtleneck. I am like, it's my fashion. But
Yeah.
what else can I do with this?
I absolutely love button-up shirts. I love the collars as well, and I love them buttoned all the way up. I love just the smart look of that. I love those sleeves on that shirt. They're absolutely amazing. I wouldn't touch those. You can always decide whether you want it to be cropped, whether you want it. I have a video about that. We cropped a shirt like that, and we added frills on the side to make it a cute little crop top. You can add to it to make a dress, and you can even go and get another like piece to put over it, like a corset piece, and add it on top of that. And you can actually just permanently add it or just safety pin it to the top so it doesn't move around. And then those are two pieces that you have, but you just put them on together and it looks like one really, really smart and fashionable top.
Oh my God, that looks amazing, but I don't think I will be able to do it, but I will try my best. I will go into the YouTube video, YouTube channel. Go ahead, Angelina.
Well, I mean, I watch Angelina's videos all the time, and I always say I'm gonna make it, and then I never do. But no, but I use them for inspiration for other things. But Angelina, I didn't even show this to you, so it's a shock. But I have a pink jumpsuit, and I'm thinking about cutting it into two pieces. So, what do you have any videos that we should check out that would be good for cutting something in half?
I do actually. I have a video where I cut a blazer in half and I took the bottom part and made it into a corset belt. And so if you want to cut that in half and like we said before, use the hem tape to hem the top portion and then just add a little elastic at the bottom to make those pants. You could even cut them into shorts and make it into a cute little crop top and shorts. I know we're going into fall, but you can do that as well if you want.
Georgia now.
Yeah.
I love it. So Angelina, share with us, what have you been your favorite upcycles and mishaps at the same time?
My favorite upcycles have to be probably the denim ones. I think those are the ones I'm most known for. I really, really like to work with denim. It is it's just so versatile. Like you can make anything in denim. Like I've seen an actual wedding dress in it. I wouldn't personally do that, but I've seen it done. And so it's just one of those things. For me, I love the idea of wearing frills and then putting on jeans. That's just that's heaven for me. So yes, I absolutely love to work with denim. And I think that some of my biggest mishaps have also come from working with denim. I have a dress on my channel where I took 4 pieces of different colored denim and I turned it into a dress. Now the dress turned out lovely at the end, but I had to sew that dress and take that dress apart several times before I could get it right, just to line the 4 pieces of denim up just right. Yes, it was a process. Like Delana said, whatever time you think is going to take, double it. But it was worth it. It was completely worth it.
Denim is very structural, so I guess it brings out the architect in you. You can't resist.
I can't resist it. Yes, it lends itself to like any idea. It can do anything. It's just, you can get it stiff, you can get it stretchy, you can get it almost any way. So yes, I love it.
You know, one of the things I love, Angelina, is you are doing your passion and at the same time you are being friend to the environment. And I love that.
Thank you so much. I started off, I haven't always, thought like this, but in college, I started getting more into sustainable architecture, and I actually have a certificate, I'm licensed or accreditation in leadership in energy and environmental design. And so I was focused on environmentally friendly architecture. And so I think that when I got into fashion again, it just really was already in me. And so I was able to just really focus on, okay, what is going to really be kind to the environment and also kind to women. I really, that's one of my biggest passions, is making sure that women are able to take that power and not let the world tell them that they're not beautiful, they're not the right size, that their style is not on point or anything like that. And that's just what my passion is as far as the fashion is concerned.
I love it. And that's the brand as well, Sexy Style. It's all about women empowerment, because we are all sexy and timeless.
Yes.
Right? So,
Yes.
and also I wanted to add that you are an architect.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
I am licensed in the state of Houston, and I keep my license. I am currently not using it. I focus on the fashion because it allows me to be the mom that I want to be for my kids. But I do have plans for my architecture license for the future.
Well, I'm going to introduce you to my husband, who is a healthcare architect, Jeffrey Drucker of Array Architects. I know he would love to meet you. We've got to make that happen.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Angelina, I wish I have known you like 3 months ago. I clean up my closet and I give like 3 huge bag of clothes away. I know Dilena, after I told Dilena, she always, so I wish, because we would have had so much fun.
Yes.
Before we go, I want to ask you, what is sexy to you, darling?
I think what is sexy to me is just feeling great in my own skin. And it doesn't matter what that is. For me, like I said, it's wearing frills and denim at the same time. That's just, for me. And so for some women, it is something completely different. And that's what I love about it. It's just so amazing. So for me, it's wearing something with a little bit of shock and awe. So yeah,
I love it because I can feel the passion. And
yes.
that's what you're supposed to be doing, your passion, follow your passion. And before we go, I know that you are involved with Fashion Week. So please share with us, what are you doing?
For Fashion Week this year, I am reviewing the fashion shows and just sharing with everyone the trends that they can take from the fashion shows into their own wardrobe, into their own upcycles. And I have a very amazing announcement. This year, I'm actually also reviewing Men's Fashion Week and sharing how both men and women can use the things from the Men's Fashion Week and transform those into their wardrobes. I'm so excited. I was just reviewing that video before I came on here. And to be honest, men's wear, I wear it actually, but, or I transform it, but I was like, it's not going to be that interesting, but I was so drawn in, and I know everyone else is going to be drawn in as well.
Wonderful. Love it. Love it. Do you have anything to add, Elena?
I mean, her channel is amazing. You will learn so much. And Angelina just has such a great heart. So even if you don't sew, there's so many people who watch her channel that don't sew. They just want to see her greatness and how wonderful she is and how inclusive she is. I'm so glad that you've allowed me to be a part of your world. And I know some amazing things are happening for you. And I just wish you all the best.
It will. And I'm sending you my blessing as well. And I feel your heart. God bless you. Let's keep in touch, because I wanted to follow your success and I want you to follow us as well. Okay. So thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. And before we go, we have a happy birthday today. And we are wishing happy birthday to my son-in-law. He is turning 35 years old. He's older than me.
Oh, happy birthday.
So happy birthday, Michael. A big kiss from Sexy Stylist. Oh, by the way, Dilena, he's single.
Ah,
Oh.
I'm taking applications.
Yes,
Make
thank you,
clothes for
lady.
me.
We are accepting applications.
Thank you, lady. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Ladies, go to your closet and start refashioning. And there is no excuse not to look fabulous, at the same time to be kind with the environment. Follow us on Sexy Styling, and please follow Angelina in DIY and watch her YouTube videos. You're going to learn a lot. I love it. Thank you. Be kind to yourself and others. Besitos.